I'm Lauren Kelly.
And I'm Chelsea Beers, and you are listening to...
It's ApPARENT. Because for some people, it's just not obvious.
A weekly podcast where we discuss and laugh about parenting, all the joys and sorrows, and all the special parts of us that died as individuals. While drinking booze.
Cheers! Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Number 10.
Is this our 10th one?
This is 10, dude.
Wow.
Can you believe it? And our fan base hasn't grown at all. So today we went to Starbucks.
We did.
And did you know?
I love that place.
You can order Kahlua in your coffee now.
That is absolutely untrue.
It's not true. But if you come to my house after you get me Starbucks,
yeah,
I am happy to add that to your coffee.
I mean,
beverage.
It's really, I feel like I'm the one that's winning here because you bought me Starbucks, we got breakfast sandwiches, and then you put Kahlua in my coffee.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you didn't mention that that's literally how you get paid. It's like, Chelsea, will you go with me on this adventure? Here is your double stuffed bacon sandwich.
Okay, it's double smoked bacon. Don't disrespect it. Thank you. It's the best food item they have.
It is really good.
It's
you know why?
so good.
It's that croissant.
Because it's the croissant sandwich. Now, every breakfast sandwich, and I've had millions. Okay?
Would you fancy yourself a breakfast sandwich connoisseur?
I would. If I knew how to spell that word, I would write it everywhere.
You can say it. You just don't have to write it.
So, people mess up breakfast sandwiches so easily. You know? Like, don't put it on a biscuit. They dry out. Don't put it on an English muffin. It's too hard, and it's like Captain Crunch on the roof of your mouth. Don't do it. They mess it up. But that croissant bread, thank you.
Well, especially for like a sandwich that's already made when you reheat it. Because I make a damn good breakfast sandwich.
With Grand's biscuits?
No.
Out of the can?
Nope.
I love those.
First of all, I have made them with the Costco croissants.
Oh, hell yes.
And I also make them with bread if I have any, which most of the time ends up being the heels. But that's also a really good way to make a breakfast sandwich.
Right.
You know? And then I make the eggs, and I shape the egg in the pan so that it's the size of the bread or the croissant. And then I put cheese, and sometimes I add a little spinach on the top.
Yeah.
Or avocado even sometimes. Yeah. And it's really hearty.
Yeah. No, that's great. But this is like, big box store, reheated. What's that?
It's my alarm. It's time to do the podcast.
Did we tell you if we were supposed to silence our phones?
It's literally, my phone is on mute. But I guess if it's on mute, it still has my alarm, which is cool. I mean, that means I could
because
still go
then, it'll still wake you up.
Oh.
My phone has separate volume controls. So the call has one volume control.
So if I called you and you didn't want to answer, you just put my calls on silent.
Well,
that explains so much. So much.
I just, I don't like you. And then the alarm has a separate volume control. So my phone could be on mute like yours.
Right.
But if I take a nap, then my phone's like, wake the hell up. We're not going to throw you out with... I don't know where I was going with that.
That seems like a lot, though.
It's a lot. Like, I just hit the side button volume, and then, like, this whole menu comes up, and it's like, take your pick. Which one?
I feel like there's so much technology in the world today that it's overwhelming. It's just very simple for me.
Right.
But I think this is why they come up with these stupid things like the fidget spinner. Have you seen these things?
Yes, of course I have. But I think they're being abused because they're made for people that have, like, legit ADD and can't figure out what to do with their hands in, like, social situations, But now it's, like, a social thing. Like, I mean, everybody has one.
My kids have, like, 14. And let me tell you
what's the point of that?
And let me tell you what my kids do with them. They'll sit down and watch TV and spin it. And it's like, if you can't focus while you're watching TV, then you shouldn't be watching TV. Period.
Right.
Or they'll take it outside and use the air compressor with it. So he goes, it go really fast. It's like one of these days it's going to pop off and blow their eye out.
Well, they'll never do it again.
That's right. That's right.
I'm just glad this fad is happening when Chance is one. Because I don't think I could handle fidget spinners. I don't think I could handle it. But I do like those little cube ones.
Me too, but see, they didn't take off like the spinners. I don't know why the spinners took off without.
Because they're fun. Like, they're fun. They're like a little piece of a toy.
The
like,
cube would be cool if it were a little bigger for regular kids because, you know, they have all these little activities. I mean, they have a little video game thing, which I guess, I mean, that could come in handy for the future. The little switches, light switches.
Right.
And the little dots to push. I mean, kids Chance's age would probably really love that, but
I'm
you'd also swallow it.
I'm making an activity board for Chance on a piece of wood with like door stoppers, you know, and like, you know, door locks with the chain and all these different things that textiles he can feel with his hands. That's something that I want to make for him, you know, so he can explore. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like the original, you know, fidget ADD thing.
It's the real fidget spinner.
Right, like legit from Ace Hardware.
But did we have anything like that growing up? Because I had a hard time focusing in school, for sure. Mm-hmm. I was always distracted by my life and the things that were going on and, you know, stuff like that. But there was no option besides being put on medication.
Yeah. No, but...
I mean, slap bracelets, maybe?
You know what I
did? Couches.
Yeah.
You remember the couches with the rubber? Those were kind of... You'd mess with those.
Those
or
were fun.
slime.
I loved those. You know what I actually used? I was one of those, like... I wouldn't say I was like really brainy, but I loved like puzzles and stuff growing up. You know, like those metal like puzzles that you would like try to, you know, take apart and figure out, and like you would get them in the little magic shops and stuff. But my mom would get. I had these electronic games. They were electronic, but they caused you to think like quickly, rapidly. You know, like now they have like Bop It.
Oh,
you know?
yeah,
and
I like Bop It.
Right, so like I had the original Bop It, you know, and you would play as fast as you can and like hand it to your friends and this.
Was that Simon?
No, Bop It is a Bop It. It's not Bop It.
Oh, so it was
Simon.
Bop It.
It's called Bop It,
what,
and you hold
they have
it,
a different,
and it's like Bop It, twist it, pull it, and you have to do all these things. Simon was the memory game. Good, that'll sound nice. So. So Simon was the memory game where it's like red, yellow, blue, green, and you have to remember the pattern, right? Mm-hmm. The best one, oh my God, I lived my life by this thing, was it was something called a brain warp, okay? And it was a game that had 6 different games on it, and you could play by colors or numbers or, you know, like I'll make all these different, and you had to remember and go as fast as you could, and I loved that. I feel like it really helped like my brain.
What, that was electronic also?
It was totally electronic.
God.
But it didn't like light up or like make you dumber. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of stuff now, like, okay, Chance's grandparents, I hope they don't listen to this, they bought him his own smartphone, quote unquote. Yeah. And it's from VTech, and it's like one of these like push a button and then like,
and it's like
fireworks and like ABCD, like it's just like, and he like looks at it like, what is happening? Like my 1-year-old is having a stroke, you know, and they're like, isn't it fun? You know, it's just so loud and obnoxious. I'm like, oh God.
But he's gonna have a phone. I mean, he's gonna have a phone next year or something.
Are you buying him a phone? I'm not buying.
No, my kid's phone is still sitting in the box because they can't get their grades right. See, I'm a strict parent. You know what? Something else too.
I totally agree with that.
What was before Bop It and these electronic, like a Rubik's Cube, I guess?
Rubik's Cube's a total thing. But that's also one that no one's been able to, well, not no one, but like it's one of these that still stumps the shit out of so many people.
But that's why I think these other little fidget spinners and stuff are taking off, because we're not teaching our youth at this point to like literally have determination to try to figure something out. Right. Their attention spans are being bred to be so short.
Right.
I mean, even videos online have to be a certain amount of time in order to upload it. Right. You know, or like if you Instagram.
If you look at the video and you see that it's going to be over 5 minutes, it's like, nah.
It's too long.
No.
Right.
And they have all these studies out now where if young kids get their hands on screens or, you know, laptops or devices like that too early, it's going to stunt their brain development. You know, and it's like, of course it is.
So do we think this is a huge, like, conspiracy theory where they're just trying to dumb down humanity in general?
I mean,
That's really depressing.
I wasn't going to go there at all. How much Kahlua did you put in your coffee?
I'm clearly not enough. I'm upset right now.
You are.
I don't know if I want to go outside today. It is, though. It's true, right? People are just so slow. And you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to figure it out.
Right. Let's talk about sleep for a second.
Okay. I don't know. You sleep anymore or what?
No. You know, I am fascinated that I am able to function the way that I am with how little I sleep in my life.
But do you think that's just being a new mom?
But didn't you not sleep when you were like in your 20s and you were partying and you were drinking and passing out and doing all this stuff? Like I mean, I did that. I partied. I went out. I especially, and then in Manhattan, that was in my early 30s. Manhattan is bred to, you're bred to drink, stay out, bars are open until 4. Yeah. You know, you have a job, but then you also bartend, so you're up all the, like, it's like,
right.
How did I do that? And I fell asleep on the subway and didn't die or get robbed. Like, it's like, what? That's crazy. So anyway, I think that definitely helped me become a mom because now I don't sleep anymore. Right.
You're up till 4 a.m.
Right.
But with a 1-year-old.
But I just wake up without a hangover, which is
your
also
group
nice.
Has shifted.
Right. Exactly. But
and you're not the one drinking bottles.
But here's
your
a question. Right. Here's a question. Is sleep training. Okay? So this is
Is that a question?
It's a topic that I'd like to go into.
Oh, okay, because you said question. I was really excited to answer it, and I don't know about sleep training.
Okay.
I'll give you my opinion,
This will be a very one-sided conversation then. So sleep training is definitely a thing where, you know, you either like put the kid in the crib and you let them cry it out.
That would be what I would do.
See, but it's so easy to say that until you have your own kid and you listen to them crying their eyes out in the other room and your ovaries are just bleeding with empathy for them. So, I don't know. I'm not the mom that can do that. I can't listen to my son cry his heart out because he wants to be held and he doesn't want to go to sleep and blah, blah, blah. The thing is that he's so tired that he does want to go to sleep. He just doesn't want to go to sleep.
Right.
Okay?
He doesn't want to miss anything.
Doesn't want to miss anything. I have a very social child. But then there's also the other way of like, you know, you stay in the room with them, you keep putting them down, and it's very monotonous. You keep laying them down, they stand up. You keep laying them down, they stand up. You keep laying them down, and it's like it takes a long time.
Right.
And everyone that's done sleep training has told me it's like 3 or 4 days of hell where you're just ready to quit. But then day 4 or 5,
you get a full night's sleep.
So
how badly do you want to sleep, girl? I mean, I gotta tell you, I get noise canceling headphones or something.
I have them.
I mean, just do it. I don't know. You're right. I have not birthed a child, and knowing how I react to friends when they cry, or even my kids when they're crying, my heart breaks. And they didn't come from my womb. You're right. So I'm not saying by any means it would be easy, but here is one thing I know about Lauren.
Go.
When I do not sleep at least 6 hours,
oh my God,
2-3 days in a row, I am a gremlin. I am mad. I am irritable. You know this funny light, Lauren, that you know? No, does not exist. Cannot be found.
I haven't slept 6 straight hours in 2 years.
So it's time to sleep train, honey. It's time.
Is that it?
That's what you should do?
There it is.
You know what you should do?
What?
Hey, I'm just problem solving with you.
Great.
You should go on a vacation for a week.
Get him a fidget spinner.
And hire a person to come and sleep train.
Right.
Actually, that is a fantastic business I should get into since I clearly have no empathy for anyone else's child crying.
Perfect.
I should just show
there you
up.
Go.
I am the sleep. I could call myself the sleep trainer.
Oh, well, Sleep Train is now Mattress Firm.
So I could use it.
You can take it now.
Maybe they have extra signs
Sleep
I can
trainer.
borrow.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and I'll show up for a week. You guys can go on a vacation. If you want to pay me extra, I will plan your vacation for you. So you don't even have to do that.
In Starbucks. That's how you're getting paid. Is that not efficient? Is that not, it's not good enough for you?
I mean, I like feta spinach wraps too.
Where did that come from?
Well, they have that at Starbucks.
Oh.
I'm just really seriously
You're
thinking it through.
You're looking off into the distance, thinking about feta and
I'm
spinach.
thinking it through. It could be good. I don't know. There would have to be a waiver sign that,
I'm actually not opposed to that at all.
It's actually a really good idea,
I know.
especially because then you get a vacation too, and then you come back and you can sleep all night because your kid's trained.
Thank God, because
I could do potty training too.
See, and that terrifies me. I have no idea how to even begin doing something like that. I'm so terrified.
They have a thing online that's I think you were talking about it, 3 days or something like that. You could train your kid how to potty train in 3 days.
No, that's
Weren't we just talking about that on the last show?
No, we were talking about little toilets. Remember, like the picture of the little toilet and like stuff
right,
like that?
but you said somebody you knew like trained their kid in 3 days or something.
No, my friend trained her 6-month-old twins.
Oh yeah,
that's
so
what
talk
it was.
to that broad.
We need to bring her on the show.
Seriously.
Damn it! This is the second time we've said it. I need to message her. I'm messaging her.
I'm gonna write that down.
Okay,
I'm gonna write it down.
Write it down.
Call potty training broad.
6-month sleep train.
But what is the right age for that? What's the right age for anything anymore?
No, I don't think you can't say right because then people are like, well, my kid did it.
Then they're gonna say, well, my kid's left.
Left?
Yeah, like right and left. You know, like the political right and left.
I thought they went somewhere. I didn't understand. Oh, my mom didn't potty train me. I'm out of here.
Peeing everywhere. Which maybe that's what happened to my kids.
Oh, man. Full circle. Whoa.
Maybe we should have Biomom on to talk with her about that.
Who's Biomom? Oh, this my
my
friend?
kid's Biomom.
Oh.
Find out what happened there.
I don't know if we're ready for that. I don't know.
Maybe episode 20.
Okay, thank you. Woo, man. We just got to 10. Man. Woo. Oh, I got really nervous for a second. Woo!
And then the doorbell rings.
You called? That's how she talks.
I wouldn't know. It doesn't
No.
sound. It's the exact opposite of that.
You called? Is that more like it?
I don't know. Actually, I've only spoken with her once on the phone. I can hear her voice though through the phone when the boys are talking.
Most people can't.
Like, but I mean, you hear like the like a freaking dolphin, like a. Anyway, but it's not on my ear, so maybe I'm just missing the bass. You know, I'm missing the bass and I'm just getting the treble.
About that bass.
Then no treble.
I'm singing a lot more than you today. That's weird.
Know. I really like it. It's a nice dynamic.
That is weird.
You know, you have a fantastic voice.
Oh,
Jess.
that's nice. You know, I sang a parody. Have you seen my parody?
No.
Have we showed
Which
it
one? Oh, the Britney Spears, right?
No, I did one for Royals by Lorde.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. But it was like 4 years ago. Like it was right when her song came out. And I did it super early where there were like maybe 1 or 2 parodies already written about her or written of her song. So much, in fact, that when people watched my parody, they thought that I like produced that song and wrote the song. And then when they heard Royals, they were like, she took your song. I'm like, she really didn't. She got a Grammy. Okay, she wins. But I wrote it about having big boobs.
That's awesome.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
What?
No. I will watch it today, though. Where is it? At your YouTubes?
I'm on YouTube's. Multiple. Yeah. It's called Curvy, and it's a music video about having big boobs. And it's filmed in my apartment in New York.
I love it.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it when we're done recording.
Yeah, well, and we can post the link,
and we're going to post it. You're just going to love it.
Post the link. Let me write that down.
Okay. Oh, man.
YouTube's link. You know what? People don't write anymore. I write like notes to myself. I write to-do lists. I write stuff down. Everybody else either just puts it in their phone or texts it to their friend or emails themselves.
I just recently started putting my calendar in my phone. I never did that. I was very against it, actually.
Did you have a physical planner?
Yes, and I have to see the entire month. I'm very, very picky when it comes to my calendars. I have to see the entire month. Mm-hmm. Seeing 1 week is not good enough. I have to see 100% the whole month. Mm-hmm. And so I started putting it in my phone, and it's actually gotten pretty easy for me to do it digitally. But because I'm a stand-up comic, I have to write physically because I never know when a joke is going to hit.
Right,
or when I'm
right.
going to get inspired. So my purse is filled with napkins, receipts, notebooks, scraps of paper that all have just one little word on it where if anyone read it, they'd be like, this bitch is a sociopath.
Crackers, that's weird.
right.
Tampons.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like stupid stuff, but it like sparks something in me because it's so easy to forget a joke or a premise that you have.
Yeah.
So you have to write it down immediately. So
I mean, but that's it. And then what? You take that and you do this whole like spiel about that one word. How do you remember when you write down just one word? Like, I feel like I would have to write down a whole sentence at least.
you can, I mean, yeah, you can. But then when you're seasoned.
Well, watch this when I look at what I put down. I got call potty, 6-month, YouTube's link. And there is an S on YouTube's.
There is actually.
So I don't know if I'm going to know what that means.
I mean.
When I'm done. But I'll have to
we'll just have
get you a refill on your coffee and have you walk me through it.
Keep that Kahlua coming.
That's right.
We can't even cheers today because you couldn't even hear it.
Well, we can try it.
It's the most sad cheer.
It's
It's going to sound like we moved the mic. Like,
that's right. You know what? Starbucks should serve booze, though.
I mean, so too.
If we're in an era where McDonald's is serving Starbucks, like they're serving coffee,
right.
Starbucks needs to up their game, man.
You can get beer at like McDonald's in like other countries.
You could do that at Taco Bell now. I guess Taco Bell has like vodka now or something.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they have like slushy drinks with vodka in it.
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's at our Taco Bell.
Right. Well, our Taco Bell's stuck in 1973, so it's like
It is literally the same building, huh?
100%. I mean, I wasn't around in 73, but I'm guessing.
What were you about to say? I cut you off. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you did. You really, really did. Oh, there's this coffee shop in Walnut Creek.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm trying to get a trivia night going there because it would totally take off.
Yeah.
And it's actually called Coffee Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Not the coffee shop, not this coffee shop.
Super
No,
original.
it's called Coffee Shop.
See, it's all bringing it back to the basics. It's all dumbing it down. Forget
Basics.
Starbucks.
Right.
Coffee shop.
And everything's wooden. There's a ton of spaces in there to work, like outlets everywhere. So it's like a hipster total joint, right? Like all these hipsters go there and work and get all the, everyone's on a laptop. But full bar, artisan coffee. They roast it there. Beautiful like stuff. And they will add liquor to your coffee at any time of the day. Like, I mean, beers, this. I mean, it's genius. I'm like,
so it's already been done.
I would never leave this place. It's so brilliant. I need to write that owner today, by the way, so I can.
Do you want me to write that down for you?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Write
coffee shop.
Coffee.
Just why don't you just put coffee?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know why today. Maybe it's because you're tired.
I'm exhausted.
I'll be honest. I'm a little bit tired too. I haven't had a nap in weeks. Do you ever take naps?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. I have to. Sometimes I take them with Chance. Like, I'll just lay him down. I know it's time for a nap. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just unplug for a little bit.
They say that's what you're supposed to do when you're a new mom, is that you're supposed to like sleep when the baby's sleeping.
I take that with a grain of salt. Because if I slept every time he did, then when would I ever get a chance to do anything?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if I went to bed at 7:30 or 8 o'clock when he did, then I can't get anything done. And then I'm only awake when he is. And he doesn't let me do anything. He hangs all over me. So it's like...
If you get him a fidget spinner...
Oh, Jesus. He's got his own smartphone, for Christ's sake.
It's like Leapfrog one.
VTech.
And what's the difference?
Leapfrog, they're different companies. They're vastly different. Now, please forgive us, VTech and Leapfrog, if you're listening.
I don't know why we're throwing out so many promos for people.
Right. We really are.
You're welcome.
Man.
When you call a coffee guy, you should ask him to pay us too. We're promoing.
I did. I blasted his venue today. At least give me a trivia night.
Or a free coffee. Huh.
I mean, that's what I work for. I mean, I'm happy with that.
We'll work for coffee. Let me write that down.
Oh, God. Here we go. We're just gonna have coffee, YouTubes. Coffee.
Write that down. Oh my gosh.
Yes, I should take a nap today. We should both take naps today.
You know what? If I could take even just a 10-minute quick little nap every single day, I feel like my production level would be amplified.
Yeah, I can't do those.
But how long does it take to order a coffee and drink a coffee or like have caffeine or something like that? Like it can't be longer than 10 minutes. You can't sleep for 10 minutes?
No, I can, but I think like turning my mind off and actually falling asleep and getting to the point where I'm like, okay, for the next 10 minutes, I'm completely unavailable. Nobody needs me. Like, it takes me longer to wind down.
You know what you have to do for that? Then you need 20 minutes because you need 10 minutes to write down everything that's on your, write it down.
Oh, no.
Everything that is on your mind.
Right.
Everything, whatever it is, to-do list or worries or concerns. And then you set your alarm.
Yes.
One that you can hear.
Well, mine does it, both of ours.
For 10 minutes. And then you sleep because you've gotten rid of everything that's on your mind. Right. And then you'll have a peaceful 10 minutes, which, P.S., while you're sleeping, feels like an hour.
Yeah.
You can have a full-blown movie dream. And I'm talking I think I could Casablanca movie dream.
I've never seen that.
Okay. Next week... I will be paying you with no, you don't have the time. You don't have the time to watch it. I'll get you the Cliff's Notes. Right. Do they still have Cliff's Notes?
That's a good
That's
question.
Literally how I read every book in high school.
Shut up. You didn't read them?
Single book.
I've never read a Cliff's Notes thing. I've never read one.
I can't read. I mean, I can. Okay. I can.
Okay.
I'm physically capable.
Okay.
But I can't silence my brain long enough, just like you can't do it for a nap. Mm-hmm. I can't focus long enough on a book to retain all the information. So I listen to them.
Okay. So you can listen to a book on tape. You can do that?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. But I have to be doing something else while I'm listening.
Can you do that driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like listening to people talk while driving. Like, I like that. Like, when I'm doing, like, road trips, that's when I like to listen to comedy CDs. You know what I mean? Or Monty Python or, like, stuff like that. Like, that's when I like to listen to stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. You got to find what works for you.
Yeah.
Maybe if I got a fidget spinner.
Oh, God.
I'll just find one around the house. They're everywhere. Probably in the laundry. Wait till you have that. That's a fun thing. When your kids start putting things in their pockets and you're like, what is in the washer today?
Josh
and
does
you hear
that
this
now.
Kerplump, 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 kerplump. And you're like, what could it possibly be?
He does that like now.
A little rock.
It's gotten to the point where if I find money, it's mine because I'm doing the laundry. Like, if I find money...
That's what we have that jar. You see that jar back there? That's that. Yeah, finders keepers. Although most of the stuff I find in there is like, what the heck? A snail? Where did the snail go? I hope it was just the shell.
Oh, my God.
Really gross, right?
Yeah.
Or Smartie wrappers, or...
Well, that one I understand.
A belt that they forgot to take off.
I recently got back into Smarties. I was not... I was a big Smartie fan for a long time. And then I got off the Smartie train, and now I like them again. Yeah, well, I got off it because they don't make you any more smart. And that really pissed me off. Well, yeah. And I mean, why did they decide if they're not going to help you read, then I mess up. Delete. There's not enough candy in the damn world for that. Nope. Oh my God, candy. I mean, that's good. Wow. If you'll work for candy too, we can do that. You have some? Nope. Great. Okay. Why don't we wrap this up? Okay. That was a pretty good number 10. Number 10. That's crazy. Today's takeaways are coffee. YouTubes. Fidget spinners. Sleep train. You take it to a better night's sleep. It is. It's. I mean, how much would they charge me if they changed their name? No, it's not theirs anymore, right? I mean, like, you can take it. If you're interested in having me sleep train your child, you know where to find me. I think that's genius. I think it's really that's what I'm saying. So what if I don't like to read? I come up with some pretty brilliant ideas. Now I just have to work on my follow through. That's a big step. Well, it took me a year and a half to get this going. Here we are. So maybe by the time you have number 2, I'll be ready. What, child number 2? Yeah. Turn this shit off. We're done. Absolutely done. Oh my God. I gotta go. I guess that's a no. Oh, by the way, guys, please review us. That would be awesome.
Yeah, serious. Nobody's done that yet.
Review us on any of the platforms that you listen to us on.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
And thank you so much for listening. If you want to check us out individually, you can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube's Chelsea Bierce.
And if you want to follow me, you can just check out my website, www.lauren-kelly.com.
And Kelly is Kelley.
Yeah, like the Irish, you know? That's it.
Okay, top of the morning to ya. Bye, guys.
Bye. And make it count.